Yo, man, still bills was the deal, man. I gotta go run and grab my son some Chick-fil-A. He got a Chick-fil-A gift card, so I'm about to go run and grab him some. Oh, did I even? Oh yeah, I did grab it. Let me double check. All right, yeah, I did get it. But yeah, I'm about to go grab this boy some Chick-fil-A, man. And I'm heading back to the crib. But P game, man, we gotta get into this shit, man. And that's this fucking Wilder and Chisora fight, man. I should not laugh. I shouldn't be laughing at this fight, bro. But I was legit crying, laughing, watching this shit, man. Because I'm just like, what in the entire fuck is going on here? Both of these niggas need to retire. Both of them. It did look like Derek Chisora was something wrong. Like, his mobility was shot. And it wasn't, at first it was because of the shot that Wilder landed that downed him initially. But after a while, it didn't look like it was just his legs wasn't up under him because he was buzzed. It looked like it was something legit wrong with his leg, like he was injured. Like even when he would try to do that, that bounce on his toes, like that Ali shit, he would bounce, and then as soon as he would bounce, it would be like it's like he pulled something in his leg. I don't even know what to call that shit, man. But personally, I thought, let me see how I have Chisora winning the first round, Wilder winning the second, Chisora sweeping the third, fourth, and fifth, Wilder scoring a knockdown in the sixth. And that point deduction was bullshit on Wilder. That was some bullshit. I wasn't feeling that at all. And I had Chisora winning the other rounds as well. And then of course, just the quote unquote knock, the shared knockdown round. I'm kind of baffled how Deontay Wilder won that fight, bro, because even when Deontay Wilder had those moments where he's stepping up his volume. No, it's not even stepping up his volume. He'll have a moment where he's stepping up his volume and he's letting his hands go a little bit more. And then he'll just shut his offense completely off. And I'm like, bro, this dude is getting wheeled to, from one turnbuckle to the next. Derek Chisora was pushing with the jab. It was no snap on it. He was falling over his lead, his lead foot. And I did see Wilder throwing the uppercut a little bit more in this fight. And I don't know if one of them uppercuts that he threw cut Derek Chisora over the eye, but I did think that was that was good work or whatever. It was good work, but he landed it maybe once or twice. Just if that was a punch that he had spent years developing, he could have landed that shit, a lot often in this fight, and potentially got a knockout. But other than that, Chisora was, just like I said in my prediction, man, which I was wrong in. Like I said in my prediction, though, Chisora, even his endurance and his gas tank and his grit and his will, his determination, man. It's like, at the end of the day, if I can't get a shot off, I at least got to defend myself because I can't be a sitting up. So let me get, I don't know, man. He's just, he just was getting up. He just gets up under shots pretty, so well. Even when he's completely spent, man, he just gets up under shots so well. And that fight was just so, it was just so funky and sloppy and musty. I'm like, y'all, what are y'all doing? What is this? What am I watching? It was a lot of holding and just falling into punches. And, Deontay Wilder, while, he's trying to take on this boxing acumen. And it's just like, it just ain't it, because there's no reason why why is your offense this mute, man? Like, I just don't get it. And he landed a few backhands. He landed a few right hands. And they just didn't have the same level of effect. I don't know what to call that fight. That was, it did kind of start to get a little bit, they cleaned it up slightly as the fight started to progress. Chisora just kept coming in winging, throwing them, them winging, looping right hooks over the top. And I'm like, why can't you? You can't counter that? I'm like, you can't. You can't counter that, Brody. You can't counter that. Like, what the fuck, bro? What is you doing? What are we doing, man? What you doing, man? So nah, man, this really wasn't an impressive fight between either of them, even out the gate, man. I was like, yo, this shit is ugly. But even then, I mean, and even with that being said, I don't see how you can get Wilder that fight because Chisora was outworking him. And even in rounds where Wilder will be winning, Chisora is still landing big. Big. I'm talking about knocking the fucking sweat and water up off the top of that nigga head. He was still landing big. How does Wilder, like, outside, let me see. Outside of the second and the knockdown rounds, I don't see how you give Wilder, I don't see how you can just get that dude. He didn't string together that many rounds. He was getting outworked. He was getting outworked and outlanded. The body work was there from Chisora. Everything was just, you know, just. How did Wilder get the win? I just don't understand it, man. I don't understand it. But nonetheless, congrats on the win. But I think it's about time that he hangs it up, bro. It's time to hang him up, G, because if you can't find, you know, if you can't time Derek Chisora, you can't, you know the shots that are coming, you know how he's gonna close the distance on you. You know, he's not loading up, bro. He's putting the entire washing machine on his backhand when he comes to throw that looping right hook. You know, he's doing that, and you just his whole body language, man. You can't pull the trigger. And not only can you not pull the trigger, you're apprehensive to pull the trigger because he's slipping and getting up under your shots. And you're getting out jabbed. And the jab is pushing you back to the turnbuckle, man. What are you going to do in front of somebody who's a little bit younger? What you going to do in front of somebody like that, dog? What are you going to do in front of somebody like that? I don't want Wilder fighting no more, bro. I'm going to just be dead real with you. Just going ahead and hang him up. Just going ahead and hang him up, man. I hope you still not chasing on Anthony Joshua fight. Let that shit the fuck go. Let that shit the fuck go. We do not need to see that fight. There is no excitement and appeal and, you know, no sizzle to that fight. That is a fight that absolutely does not need to happen. That is a fight that absolutely does not need to happen. That shit is past it. We don't need to see it. We don't need to see you in there with anybody if we being real, unless it's somebody that's at the bottom of the barrel. I wouldn't even put you in there with Jermaine Franklin. I wouldn't put you in there with Jermaine Franklin, dog. Just go on ahead and just ride off into the sunset, gang. You did what it is you needed to do over your career. You became a champion. You made a lot of money. Go on ahead and hang them up. Go on ahead and hang them up, because I think it's gonna be doom and gloom for you from here on out, man. Because I don't think you won this fight. I honestly don't. I do not think you won this fight. I just can't see how somebody would give you, have you winning by like 8 rounds. I don't see it. I do not see it. It's baffling to me, man. Nonetheless, I'm not mad about it or nothing like that. Oh, here this girl go calling me. Child, you do not leave me alone. But I'm not mad about it. Like, I'm not mad at the win or nothing like that. Just I was laughing the whole fight. This isn't a fight that I was overly invested in, man. So I'm like, both of you cats are over the hill. You saw the attrition in this fight. You saw how gunshot they were. You saw how just, their reef. Oh no. You saw how dull their reflexes were. You just saw everything that says y'all need to go on ahead and hang your flag up. Chisora, get your ass the fuck up out of here, man. And you've done marvels for your career to have that many losses. You've done marvels for your career. Let's just go on ahead and ride off into the sunset before someone get out there and really violate you. Just come. I wanted to, say something about that as well, man. Coming in at your career heaviest. What were you thinking? And maybe it's not you coming in with the intention to be at your career heaviest. Maybe it's just you couldn't make the weight, and maybe that ailment in your leg is what hindered you from making the weight and being in the gym as much as you need to be for you to get that weight off you. Maybe, but when I heard he coming in 250, I'm like, ugh. it's all bad, man. You know, I did have some reserves about that, but nonetheless, I do think he won the fight. I can't see you. I can't see how Wilder won that fight. It's really confusing to me, man. It's really confusing to me. Yeah, like, so, but nonetheless, congrats to Deontay Wilder. Congrats to Deontay Wilder. Good win. But I'm begging you to retire, man. I'm begging you to retire, because this shit that wasn't a good performance, man. I do see, what's crazy is this though, I see the uptick in IQ and ability in him. I honestly do. I see it. I swear to God, I see it, man. But it's just so, he's just so far past it that he can't, you know, his athleticism won't allow him to further expand and exacerbate his skill set that he's acquired over these past couple of years. I would be lying if I said he ain't learned nothing. I see it. I swear to God, I see it. I swear to God, I see it. But he's just, you know, everything about the dude is just so dull right now that it's just not going to matter. It just does not matter. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. So I really want, just hang him up, gang. Just hang him up. Hang him up right off into the sunset, man. You got your cho. You done had a couple of fights overseas now. What, 3 fights overseas? You good. You good. Go get your mind right with your ex and, you know, her kid. Because, you know, I think Shorty on some bullshit. Go get your mind right and just hang on back, gang. Hang back. But please stay out of the ring. Please, pretty please. I'm begging you. I'm begging you, legit begging you to hang them gloves up, gang. And that's all I got to say about it, man. I'll tap in with y'all in a minute, yo. Doses.